Hello and welcome to the For the Content podcast. It is episode 12, I believe.
12, yes.
Yeah, it's me, Colsey, and I'm here with my goodest of beautifulest co-hosts, Rapskillian. Hello. How is everybody?
How's everybody doing today?
It's a Sunday recording. It's a different
Yeah.
day. We're all over the place, but we're
like
managing.
literally the last moments.
Yeah, it's pretty out there. But
So how you been doing?
I've been doing okay. I'm good. I'm doing fine.
Mm-hmm.
Living life. And
Yes.
yourself?
Oh, I've been having an interesting week, and also I don't know. Like, wait, did I make the switch already when we recorded the last episode?
So last episode, I think you hadn't fully decided if you were going to
Yeah.
switch yet, but
Yes.
I think soon after the episode went out, you obviously had decided to switch to YouTube.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's the thing. Is like I just for those who don't know, I fully switched to YouTube. I am no more on Pornhub. Joking.
Joking, of course
maybe.
it is. Yeah.
Huh? Those who seek will find the treasures of the earth. I've fully switched from the purple site to the red one.
Yep.
And it's been fun. It's been really interesting. It's
Mhm.
been sort of really interesting because YouTube, I don't know, because you're mainly a YouTuber, so you probably know all these things. You experience this all the time. But for someone that was on YouTube and felt YouTube was very isolating,
Right.
because back then I didn't do streams on YouTube. I just did YouTube videos, Let's Plays, and making videos is a one-way train. Basically, it's a one-way highway, so it feels very isolating at some point. Going over Twitch, obviously, everyone's talking, interaction and stuff. But now with when I came back to YouTube, it's been such a good response. The
Yeah.
response has been very good. I've been having a lot more fun than I should with the thumbnails.
Okay. Yeah. I've noticed this. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a part of YouTube, isn't it? You got to do the thumbnail, and it's got to be clickbaity a little bit.
Oh, dude, the first thumbnail that I did for the announcement video was just very nice, because everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's quitting streaming. He's never
Yeah.
gonna make content anymore." Like, one of my viewers actually wrote me, "Dude, I was in tears almost," and I was like, "Wait, what? No, that's not what I wanted."
But it did get their attention, so that is sort of what you want.
That is one thing that happened, and also like YouTube Shorts, man. Oh my god,
Mm-hmm. They're so
they're
good.
so good.
They're so good.
So good. Streaming on YouTube has been also fun. Last night I had my most liked stream on YouTube.
Nice.
Had 11 likes.
I
It's
love
not
it.
it's not monumental like someone getting 2.5 million likes or some shit like that. But for me, as a small content creator, that was aces, man. That was nice. That was a
Yeah,
good
being
feeling.
as you've just moved over, there's
Yeah.
obviously that little bit of concern that you're like, maybe nobody will come by. It's going to be really awkward, but it seems to be going well, so that's good.
I think what I realized is I think YouTube is much more realistic and more real with the numbers of people who are watching.
Right. Okay.
Because with Twitch, it's like 10 people are watching, but only 4 people or 3 people are chatting.
Yeah.
And I was always like, okay, is this real numbers? What's going on here, right? And I feel with like YouTube, their system is more accurate in the sense that they don't show bots. Like, there's a lot of bots in channels. Everyone's Twitch channel has a bot.
Yeah.
You make a new Twitch channel, there's a bot in your chat.
Yeah.
And Twitch always said they don't count those viewers, but somehow I felt some of the bots, sneak through, and it's just like this weird thing. And no, it's like I feel the numbers are like, okay, I'm not getting the same numbers of 10 people watching me, 11 people watching me. I'm getting like 4 or 6, 7 was my most max viewers yesterday.
Mm.
But I feel the numbers are much more reassuring. And also, it's really, really nice to have someone like the stream whilst you're streaming.
Yeah.
It's this little like, ooh, I like what you're seeing.
It's good. It's
God,
good.
they took the dislike button away, because otherwise I'd be crying.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't, when they did that, I didn't know how to feel about it, to be honest, when they took, well, when they removed the fact that you could see it.
Yeah.
I actually quite like it now because I feel like it means that you can kind of make a video. I feel anyway that I can make a video that I'm trying something new, and then it's like if people don't like it, I don't feel so bad that my video looks like absolute trash. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. But sometimes you want to see just like this evil voice inside your head is like, I want to see how much they dislike me. I just want to see how much they hate me. Show me the hate.
That's the nice thing. I can still see it because I can look in my analytics, but everybody else doesn't know. Although the one thing that is annoying is like if you ever look
YouTube
for like
shorts.
a tutorial video, if you're like, oh, I want to know how to do something.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Normally, you'd be able to look at the dislikes and you'd be like, oh, that one's massively disliked, so that's probably like bullshit and not very good.
Yeah.
Whereas now, because you can't see them, you just end up following a load of tutorials that might end up being crap.
Or you just have to read the comments finally, because
you
have to brave the comment section below the tutorial video of like some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think YouTube has been good. There's a few things that I felt that YouTube need to really get on and improve. One is clips.
Yeah, I saw you were having some sort of issue with clips.
So like I can do a clip on my stream, right?
Yeah.
But I can't download that clip onto my PC.
Okay.
And I can't use a third-party website called like for like the YouTube to MP4 websites converters, right?
Yeah.
You can't use that. So the idea from YouTube was originally you're supposed to take those clips and then directly export them from the site directly to Shorts, to YouTube Shorts, right?
Right, okay.
But for some reason, every time I do that, it says downloading failed. Download failed. Cannot do that. Cannot do that. Cannot do this. I contact YouTube support and they're like, reinstall the app and everything. And also, like, if you're doing like a short of this video, maybe you can move the image around and just like clip one person's face. But if you do like a stream clip, you have to have your face cam and the gameplay.
Yeah.
So you can't separately do those two. You can only take one small segment of the stream of the video.
Yeah, I did my first edit of that the other day because I realized that I was in the app and it was on a video I'd done, and I was like, oh, I can actually like make a short directly from here. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. I'll just try it out and try and find some sort of dumb little clip in this video. And yeah, because the video is a normal, like widescreen 16 by 9, it's like you can slide along to pick which bit of the video, but you can't like have two at once or move it or anything like that. But
so far as I understand is that they want to implement that as a future update.
Yeah.
That's something that they announced. Like they want to add that feature. Like there's websites that does it really good. Joint Combo, for instance.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah,
they're really great. Like you can export, download, upload stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Also, OBS, better OBS and Stream Deck integration with more abilities to do things. I think this is things that just will come with the platform's growth.
Yeah, yes, it'll come with time.
And also how can I put it? Discoverability in the sense of people finding your stream.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Because now people have to, if they randomly type in let's say I was playing Overwatch last night, right? I was like, okay, Overwatch 2. I put a bunch of stupid tags in the stream title.
Yeah.
And the stream's tags. So if someone were to type Overwatch 2 into the YouTube search bar, they see a bunch of videos, and sometimes, if you're really lucky, your stream pops up in that search.
Yeah.
It has to be a way to make that either happen often or have like a dedicated Twitch-like browse page for streams. Yeah.
Does it pop up live streams above videos, or is it just random?
So it's obviously it's Google, so it's ad.
Yeah. Gotta get the ad in.
One of the top most recommended videos for the search result, and then I think secondary, third search results, and then one live stream.
Right.
And then it's like sort of similar topics to what you were looking for.
Right. Okay.
And I've always like looked up with my other YouTube accounts to see if I can find my stream during the stream. And sometimes it shows up and sometimes it doesn't show up. Like I had one guy join my stream and he's like, "Hi, I found you randomly while browsing YouTube." I was like, "You're
Oh my god! Tell me how. Tell me how you did it, so I can do that for more people.
And it's cool. It was it's a good thing because it shows you that there is a sort of better discoverability than on Twitch.
Yeah. I mean, Twitch is known for being a bit. It's very difficult, especially if you're playing a game that everyone is playing. You're going to be like, well, you're going to be at the bottom of the list, and nobody's going to look there. So, talking about Twitch.
Yeah, let's go.
Shall we discuss? Have you seen the accident that happened at the TwitchCon?
That was horrible to watch.
So horrible. So very, very horrible. And I've been following it a little bit, and like on her, I can't remember her name. That's why I apologize for not.
Same here. I just remember her as a falling and breaking the back lady.
Yeah, and I've been sort of following her on Twitter, and like she's been posting updates of like her
recovery,
physical therapy and stuff like that. And oh my, it looks awful. It looks horrible, absolute agony. And she's like, she's just like learning to walk again. Because her back was broken in 2 places. So if you haven't seen it, I should probably explain.
Yeah.
At TwitchCon, there was a booth that was effectively a foam pit. And it was like one of those, I don't know,
like a gladiatorial thing.
That's the word. It was like a gladiator thing, you know, where you stand on the platforms. There's 2 of you stand on a platform, and you've got the big foam things, and you knock each other off. Yeah. So, and it was a foam pit all around it. Now the thing was, I say it's a foam pit because they were foam blocks that you would have in a foam pit that you know, if you've been to like a trampoline park, you know, they fill this big deep pit full of foam, and you can just jump into it, and you're fine because you land in all this soft foam. So it was effectively made to look like that.
It was not.
But it was kind of about as deep as like a children's paddling pool.
It was like 2 layers of just like foam. So if you stepped on it, you step right on hard floor.
You step through the foam onto the floor. And so this girl was doing it. She was playing, and then she won. So in celebration, she sort of like jumps into the air and like lands on her butt in the foam.
Like makes a split and goes.
Oh, it's a great jump. It would have been very impressive.
Beautiful jump, by the way.
Had it not broken her spine, because obviously it's not deep enough for you to do that. And she lands, and you see just the impact. There's a video if you really want to watch it. It's not nice. She lands, and you see like just the sudden stop, and then she sort of rolls over, and she's like, "Oh, I can't get out." And then it takes a second for people to realize, oh no, this is serious. She's not just joking or messing. Because I think there was like commentators that were there as well, and they're like, "Oh, she lives in the pit now." Like,
everyone's like going on, thinking it's a bit or something.
Yeah, and
but then fast didn't realize she was in bits.
She broke her spine in 2 places.
2 vertebrae got crushed or something.
Yeah, really, really bad. Like she's in a back brace, and it's operations. It's horrible. Multiple operations. These things shouldn't happen. How did that happen?
So the thing is, what I felt, what many people are misusing this, and I saying this is Twitch's fault. It's not really Twitch's fault. It's TwitchCon's fault for not safety checking the booths from Lenovo.
Because it was a Lenovo booth, wasn't it? Yeah.
So, like, as someone that worked in retail and that knows Lenovo's quality of standard, I found this fucking hilarious, man. Because I was like, I read the story and I didn't know which booth it belonged to, because the whole story was like, oh, Twitch broke this streamer's back.
Yeah, Twitch is getting a lot of the rap for it when in reality it's not their booth. So
then it was like, I reading the article and I saw like Lenovo. I was like, this makes total sense. I sent it to my old boss and he's like, yeah, that makes total sense. They have no clue about like standards of like, don't fucking do stupid shit like that.
Ridiculous.
But like TwitchCon's safety and health and safety inspectors should have been like, okay, this isn't safe, right? This can't be done. And also they were forced to, like, before you were allowed to go on the thing, you were supposed to sign a waiver, to waive them of any liability. But like a bunch of lawyers are like, hey, even though you signed that,
yeah,
you can sue.
So this is I was looking into it, and there was a couple of other people that I think got minorly injured. I think somebody
someone broke his ankle.
Yeah. So there was more than the horrible injury. There was more injuries, but I was looking at their Twitter, and they were saying like, "Oh, I can't do anything about it because we all had to sign a waiver." And I'm thinking, no, I know that you signed the waiver, and it says, "Oh, if I die on here, I won't sue you." I don't think that holds any legal standing when it doesn't have. It's completely like misadvertised because it looks like a foam pit. It is not a foam pit. There's no way that you have no legal way to go with it because 100%.
According to what I read and heard from the lawyers per people was that basically because the waiver was done with knowledge that there would be injury, because you can't build that and say, oh, that's no one's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, because you're advertising it as a foam pit, which it isn't. You know what I mean? Like if you'd have just like put down those like soft mats, then people would have known, oh, that's not really for jumping unsafe. On. Like, yeah.
And also, that back injury happened early on during the event.
Oh, did it? I didn't know that.
And then it wasn't like, I thought originally, okay, that was like, that happened and they closed the pit and the other injuries were maybe just beforehand. No.
No.
The person broke her back and then they were like, let's keep going. Let's take them all to hell.
Surely the event organizers at that point should have been like, no. Like you're not allowed. Like Lenovo, leave. Like you're not allowed to do
Stop
this booth anymore.
Don't make people jump into it.
It's ridiculous. It's horrifying to see.
It's horrifying.
I mean, not to mention that every time there seems to be one of these conventions, Twitch conventions, there's always like a million different friggin' reports on Twitter afterwards of like sexual assault and stuff like. And it's like Jesus, like. I just don't want to go. It just sounds like a horrible place to be. I'm going to be honest. It's horrible.
The thing is with like these big streamer events, because let's be honest, most of the streamers are young and also very hormonal. They're stuck in a room the whole day doing the content, stuck in the room. And they all of a sudden go to these events and they're huge parties afterwards. Yeah. And there's a lot of alcohol, a lot of, substances.
Yes. That's not going to help.
Obviously, some of these guys are making some of these people are making insane amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, if you're making 80,000 a month or plus, and you see that in the business world also, let's just be very honest, business people that make thousands and billions of millions of dollars a month in a year, so it does something to the human mind that become just primal.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's like
weird power thing. It's like,
yeah,
because you don't feel like you need to be bothered with the general concern of a peasant, and then sometimes just they go too far, and that's a problem. Because there's a kind of like a frat house mentality. Sometimes I felt.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't feel pleasant being in those. I would like to go to one of those events and meet the creators I like to watch and communicate and like maybe collaborate with something with them. But I'm out that age.
Yeah, maybe we're too old. We're just like
too old. Like
I'd go. Maybe I'd have a drink or two, but I'd probably be in bed. I'd be in bed by 10, and I'd be fine. I think it gives streaming and like content creators just the worst. It makes us look awful as like a whole thing. It's like, oh, look at them. They're all terrible. They go to these conventions and then horrible things happen. It's like,
yeah,
it happens. Like you said, it happens with like, businessmen. They get a lot of money. They do silly things because they're like, oh, money means nothing to me. And I go wild. It's like flipping. It's a bit of an exaggeration. It's an exaggeration, but I was going to say Hostel. Have you seen the film Hostel?
Yes, I have.
Where they're just so rich that they're just like, what do I do for fun? I'll just go and pay to kill some people. I'll hunt some people. Yeah. It's weird. It is terrible.
Weird. It's. I think also what we see is just the upper layer of scum. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like when you're making a broth, the beautiful, tasty, munchy, umami stuff is at the bottom, nice and boiling with the rest of the vegetables and meats. Where the scum, the fat, the ugly, the ones you want to remove, come to the top.
Unfortunately.
And that's what you see. Yeah. So once you remove the scum, You have a nice little broth
Yes.
at the bottom.
We should be clear that I'm not tarring everyone with the same brush. There's a lot of lovely people out there that create content and do some really nice things and genuinely like care and want to make everything nice for everyone. But there's always going to be the unfortunate
outlier
few that ruin it and give everyone a bit of a bad name. Sucks.
It's a hard thing to deal with because, as a small content creator myself and yourself, you're much bigger than me, but like when you struggle so hard for such a long time and you finally make it, you're always like, I won't change. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to be that kind of person. But you never really know.
Yeah, that's true.
This is something that this is going to sound fucking horribly depressing, but I met a war vet. A war veteran in my old job, one before I had this, like the first job I had. He was from the UK, and he said when he was a young kid, he was always like a very timid, nice person, very friendly, very kind, never did any violence.
Yeah.
Then he was deployed in Afghanistan, and he became the most aggressive person he's ever met in his life. You know what I mean? Like, certain events will change you to a completely different person.
Yeah.
And he said it's like you truly meet your true self.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's like there's a bit of bad in us that we don't know or don't want to admit that I'm probably a bit of an asshole deep down. Sometimes I can be, but
Yeah, the thing is, like, everyone wants to be the hero of their own story. Everyone wants to be the guy in the shining armor, the savior of the world and everything. But if push comes to shove, some of us will do horrible shit to other people because we will keep lying to ourselves saying that we're the good guy in the story.
Yeah. You'll step on other people to succeed.
Yeah, because you think, why should I give him my success for someone else's happiness? You know, it's that kind of like dog-eat-dog world mentality that we have.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like a lot of the time, it seems like that kind of attitude works because you see those people that have done that and now they're successful and they're wealthy and whatever, and you're like, well, maybe I should just be an arsehole because apparently that's what you do.
But the thing is, with those kind of careers, I felt are short-lived.
Yeah, I think
there's only a limit of people you can walk over to until people at the bottom say, I'm kind of tired of your shit.
Yeah, and then someone's going to do it to you as well, It's
and then you're going to buckle and you're going to fall, and then, you're going to be the one that's getting pegged.
Relating to sort of that is like, when you look up to, in terms of like what we do, in terms of like looking up to a content creator, like somebody you enjoyed watching, and then turns out in the future, they've done something horrible or they've said something horrible, and you're like, it's just that disappointment of being like, oh, I thought they were like a good one. Do you know what I mean? Like it happened like literally recently, like today.
Oh, really?
About Rooster Teeth. I mean, Rooster Teeth I mean, they've had a few controversies in the past.
Yeah, what's going on with Rooster Teeth? I was on Twitter and I saw some people like retweeting something about Rooster Teeth. It was trending last night.
So, a member of staff, I don't know exactly what they did. I think they'd been there a long time. They were trans, or they came out as trans at some point while they were working there. But like they were given like a really homophobic nickname, and like they just basically did this whole twit longer about the what it was like to work there, and they were like, look, I was I tried to complain to HR about stuff, and they just told me like, you obviously you're not really tough enough to work here and stuff like that, and it's like. And then now, like this morning, I read it while I was at work that, Jeff Ramsey and Gavin Free from Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
They both put things out that were like, oh, not to like make an excuse because they both said that, but they were saying like, oh, I said things and back then I probably, I did use the homophobic slur. And it's like, guys, I liked you guys. And now I'm sort of
I like Gavin.
I know, but it's just like the way he said it is like I was making a joke and I just assumed that people would understand it was a joke. But yes, I probably shouldn't have said it anyway, which I mean, we've all kind of done. We've all said offensive jokes and things that.
Yeah.
is funny because you're going, it's so far away from what I actually believe. That's why it's a joke, because I would never be that type of person. But maybe you just shouldn't say them at all.
With comedy, like people like I'm trying to remember his name.
It is a very difficult area.
It's a very difficult area. Like some comedians will he's a British guy. He was hosting the Oscars, made fun of everybody.
Oh, Ricky Gervais.
He's always said, like, this isn't making fun of the people.
Yeah, they're not the target.
They're not the target. It's just a general fun jokes and stuff like that. And I think with what a lot of people try to do, especially internet comedians, they try to make those kind of jokes, try to be edgy.
Yeah.
Especially back in the early 2000s and 2010s. People were really edgy, like,
yeah,
we shouldn't be making that kind of joke actually, but who cares? Who's gonna fucking care?
Yeah, well, it's not the same as, like, you know, if they're on TV doing it, then there's obviously like companies
censors
and people that exactly. Whereas on the internet, it's like, do what you want, say what you want. No one checks on you. No one's gonna like cut you off, and that doesn't really happen as much.
There's a lot of freedom, a lot of Wild Westing around here.
Yeah.
Look, I personally don't know the context of the situation completely, but I don't feel Gavin Free or like Jeff Ramsey, whatever his name is,
Jeff Ramsey. Yeah, no, Jeff
Ramsey are bad people or they're homophobic. I don't believe that they're homophobic. That's one thing. I think there might have been employees inside this company, but each place you go to work, there's always that one asshole.
Oh yeah.
There's always one asshole. It's just like, how are you still employed, by the way?
Yeah. How do you function day to day with the?
Like, how are you so horrible? And
yeah. It's ridiculous.
I think Rooster Teeth has finally come to a point where I think it's gonna go away.
Yeah, it's not. It's been going downhill for a while.
It's been limping. It's been shot, limped, and it's going away. The core people who made up Rooster Teeth, what we loved about Rooster Teeth, you know, the Bernie, all the original people from the Rooster Teeth podcast. Only Gus is only the real original. Gus Arola is the only original cast member that still regularly shows up in content.
I know, but like, can you imagine like something comes out about Gus and you're like, oh, for God's sake, it never ends. It's horrible because it's horrible happens so often.
The thing is, we all have our skeletons in our closet.
No, but then that makes us sound bad though. That's what I don't want to say. I agree with you, and I sort of want to say it, but then it's like, oh, now people think like I've done a horrible thing in my past.
That's the thing. It's like we as people. This is the thing about what's the difference between celebrities and e-celebrities. Is celebrities will go up in fame and then they'll be up there and they're kind of like on a different plane to us. Do you understand? Yeah. They're kind of not touchable, and there has to be really strong controversy for them to like Epstein.
I mean, yeah, and they have the ability to hide a lot of these things.
Yeah, because they have like all these PR people and all these things, and like everything is in a bubble there. Where we as e-celebs, we're not there yet, but we're gonna get there one day. We're from the people. We are people in that sense.
It's just, I think sometimes you do have to look at yourself and go, no, I'm not perfect either. So why should I expect them to be perfect?
This is just like, I'm pretty sure if like one day something will come out about me.
Cool. It's just when you say something like that, though, I understand, right? Because when you say something like that, like,
I don't know what I've done.
Exactly.
I've done some shit in my life.
I probably said something that was offensive. I know I have. I have made the choice to try and not say the word retard because it was in my vocabulary.
You just said the R word, okay.
I could have done, but I wanted to be specific. But, you know, it was in my vocabulary, and, you know, when you were at school and stuff, you pick up these things. And then I realized, you know, making content, that I was saying it, and I was going, maybe I should, that's not a word I really should say anymore. So I try not to do that, and in videos I have found myself doing it, and I'll go back and edit it, and I go, yeah, no, I'm cutting that bit out because it's just not necessary. You know what I mean? Like it's just a slip of the tongue that I shouldn't have said. But when you say something like something will come out about me, I just don't want to say it that vaguely because somebody might be like, oh yeah, you probably like murdered a child or something. Like, no, it's not that. I probably just said something one time that it was silly.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And,
it's like you never know because we spend countless hours of our life posting our thoughts and on video, text, Discord, all these different places.
Oh yeah, it's like tweets from like 10 years ago where somebody said something horrible.
Exactly.
Like, of course I did. I was 10 years younger. I was an idiot.
Like one of my friends, he did a thing where he's like, he went on his profile and he's like, he searched up some terms. Maybe he said something offensive in his past. And he's like, oh, look, rap, I said this. I'm like, holy shit.
Oh, you can't say that. Jeez.
And he's like, but I meant that it's a joke. I'm like, why are you having this conversation? Delete it.
Yeah, it's...
And that person was like, oh, but no one's going to find it. I'm like,
you don't know. You don't... See, that's the worry. Like, even
don't
in like...
fucking test the internet.
Yeah, even in like the normal world where you're not like an online creator, people like jobs, employers like look up your social media, and if they see stuff like that, they'll be like, well, I'm not hiring you because you're awful. And you're like, oh, it was like 10 years ago I said a thing once on Facebook.
The thing is, like, I do believe in second chances. There are people who have the ability to
definitely
grow and change. Like, they need to have the ability to learn from the mistakes and be better. I think a very good example is like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart made a bunch of very homophobic tweets in the past.
Yes, he did, and I seem to remember. Yeah,
and he said, like, after a little bit, those tweets came out, and he apologized. He said, I am sorry. I am not that person. I've learned my lesson. I've changed. Those tweets were deleted or everything, blah, blah, blah. Up comes the Oscars. He was the movie awards. I don't know what it was. It was basically he was hired to host it. And then someone resurfaced those old tweets and said, hey, look, you're hiring this homophobe.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm not apologizing. I already apologized. Do I need to apologize every single... And I get it. It's like, at some point, it's like, hey, I've changed. I am not that person.
Yeah. I mean...
It's like you going to the clothes shop and you used to be like an obese person. You've lost all the weight. You're skinny. You're like ripped with a six-pack. But you go there and the person at the counter is like, here's your 6x XXL pants.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not fat anymore.
Yeah.
No, you used to be fat.
Yeah, it's people definitely change. We all know that we are different to how we used to be. God, like 10 years ago, I was like 18 years old. Jesus, man. I was probably a little asshole. Yeah, I know, I was a little dickhead probably, but I like to think that I've grown a little bit and become a more rounded human being and more understandable, but we'll see. We'll see when things come out.
I'm also a rounded person.
Yeah. All right, shall we let's move on to a lighter topic. So, would you like to talk about any video games you've been playing?
Yeah, I've been playing, two games I've recently started to play. Overwatch 2, played it last night.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. It's fun. It's
Question
fun.
Mark? Yeah.
But it's infuriating.
Okay.
Because to get into ranked mode, you have to play win 50 matches.
Oh, right. Okay.
Of unranked. That's a high bar.
That's a commitment.
It's a weird thing because like in Valorant and in CS:GO, you people have like, because it's a team-based gameplay, team-based game, people just communicate with voice or text or something like that. In Overwatch, they don't. No. It's
just like you're on a team, but it's a free-for-all, really.
Basically, everyone just kind of supposed to like, I know what I need to do. And then sometimes you have a healer that's healing themselves, and you're like, I'm a tank. Heal me.
Yeah. Like,
heal me.
Play your role to benefit the team.
Yeah, and then like, I'm the only one that's using comm, and sometimes you hear someone speaking, you're like, that's not the voices in my head anymore.
Do you think that's just because it's like, I don't know, a bunch of kids playing? Is it a free game, is it?
It's a free game now.
Yeah.
I think I'm not really sure, but there's a lot of things. A few videos I want to make about Overwatch 2, especially about the new mythic skins that are coming out. That apparently one skin takes a year to make.
How? How does that make sense?
And one skin takes up to 1 year of development to make because it's so unique and special.
This sounds
They
like
have a whole team development.
Yeah, it sounds like art, like modern art bollocks, where they're like,
Yeah, it is
I've taped a banana to a wall and it's worth 3 million. You're like, hang on, well, hang on a second, no. Like the art might be brilliant. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
that's just because you're deliberately making it take a year, not because it took a year.
Yeah. There's also a lot of things about the stores that doesn't, like, the whole storefront is a bit weird. Like there's 3 different currencies, and there's one where you can buy direct with actual cash, and then you have to buy coins for other ones, and then you can earn cash in way by playing. It's weird. It's a lot of weirdness, but it's not as bad as Valorant. Valorant is bad when it comes to like the prices for skins.
Yeah.
Like there's a normal skin in Valorant costs you about $40. Where in Valorant, Overwatch 2, the cheapest skin I found, or the average skin price was like $20, £20.
Okay. That's not too bad.
Otherwise, that's fun. It was a fun game. It was a fun night. And then I also downloaded and made a thumbnail for Foxhole.
Yeah, I saw you playing this. I think again while I was at work, I was like, I saw your tweet that was like, I played 15 minutes of Foxhole. This might be a new thing, and I'm like, oh, what's this game then? I don't really understand what. So explain to me what it is.
So Foxhole is a persistent online MMO.
Yeah.
So it's a war between 2 factions, the Colonials and the other ones. I forgot their name. It's basically a World War II, but in a different setting. So they're not using like Germany and England or something. They're just like,
okay, yeah.
You know, these guys look like them, and those guys, those guys. And users can join whichever side they do. And it's not like you can join one server or another server. No, everyone joins the same server. The whole player base is on one server.
It's just one continuing battle?
Continual war. So if you join the front and you're like, oh, there's a gun that I found on the floor. That gun wasn't made by the game. That was made by another player back at HQ that took the resources from another player that brought it to HQ from mining fields. And then someone drove that resources and guns all the way up to the front line to deliver it there so the players can then use it in 5 seconds and lose it all.
Yeah, it's incredibly deep.
It is everything I ever wanted in life.
See, I remember in another podcast when you described like your ideal like game, it was very much that. You're like, the gun has to be, it's a user's gun, and all of this like backstory to something that seems so trivial.
Yeah, and it's really cool because there's another game that also did the same thing, almost very similar. Was Planetside 2.
Right. I've heard of that, yeah.
And like it was this huge like all-out world like war from 2 player bases fighting each other, and it's so cool because like I spawned on the front, and the one place where I spawned in or deployed, sorry, it was like an edge of an island, and there's a small bridge going onto the other part of the continent, and I wanted to walk over the bridge to go find the front, but the enemies had pushed us back towards the bridge. And as they were falling back, as it was coming towards the bridge, they detonated the bridge and the bridge got blown up. Right. So they couldn't advance with the tanks anymore. So there was like a standstill. And this morning when I logged on, that's still there. That's still the stand is still there.
Wow.
And on our side, the resource trucks came up with another players in, and there was a guy. He's like, "I'm the commander of the situation. All right, boys, take out your hammers. We're gonna make trenches." And he gave us resources, and we made like a bunch of trenches and a bunch of entrenchments and bunkers and everything. We spent about like 30 minutes just making bunkers, and it was just this moment of like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
If this was real life, I'd be terrified as shit. But this isn't a video game, so this is awesome.
It's actually safe, but fun. Yeah.
And the best part is, do you know what the best thing is?
Hmm.
Everyone uses microphones. Everyone's
Oh.
talking.
Communication.
And now here comes the best part. If you use a local proximity chat
Yeah.
and you're standing next to enemies, they can
Yeah.
hear your proximity chat.
Oh.
So you can hear the enemies shouting at each other for like when you were standing on the cross. We were trying to cross the bridge, and we went down on the slope. The bridge like collapsed in, so we went down, swam through the freezing water, and when we came up, we crawled up the side of the bridge, so we were covered. We could hear the other guys shout, "They're crawling up the bridge! Get out the grenades! Gas them!" And they threw gas grenades. Everyone was like, "Oh shit!" And this is this really cool moment of like, "Oh, this is unique."
Yeah, it is pretty. It sounds pretty different.
Because like you play Modern Warfare, you play Battlefield, you play all these modern shooters or like any other game, RPG game, and you're like, this feels like something I've done before.
Yeah.
Games like The Witcher, I can't think of anything else, but like all those games that you loved up until now, most of them have the same feel. Like I've done this before.
Yeah,
Not in the sense of the story.
It's a similarity of how the game works, kind of thing.
Mechanic wise, structure wise, right? But it's really rare for you to play a game and go, "Oh shit, this is unique.
This is new.
This is something new."
Yeah,
and it works because it just works. It works, and it's like, wow, this is so cool. Now they added trains.
How old is this game? How old is it?
It just launched.
Did it only just launch? I didn't know whether this was like a
beta. It was in beta for a very long time, like early access.
Right. Okay.
Now it just recently launched with like the release Inferno update.
Because I didn't know if this had been like a game that had been out for a while and just only, well, I'd only just heard of it, or whether it was new. But it sounds cool.
It is really cool.
I guess it's quite difficult for not difficult, but it's going to be a lot for the developers to manage in terms of like server size and that stuff, because that is incredibly important to the game, obviously. But,
especially this game.
Yeah. If the servers went down, it would be a bit of a problem, I imagine.
According to the community so far, everything I read, that the servers stability and all that stuff has been quite on point.
Good. That's good to hear. Though.
So, and also why I felt like, oh, this is going to be something special is like, this is going to be prime for content. You know, when you have a good soup, you're like, oh, this is going to be good. It's going to be good soup. Good soup.
Yes.
That's what I felt. Because I wasn't recording last time when I was playing for the first time. I was just like,
sometimes
went in.
Yeah.
And I talked and everyone was like, oh my God, your voice. Can you please whisper some sweet nothings to my ear before I die? And it's just like, oh, okay, cool. And it just I don't know. I felt Foxhole is still a very unique game, and I think it's going to be really cool, and it's going to change a lot of things in the industry. I hope it does. I hope many people try to copy it and make something of their own, similar to that.
It'll be the new battle royale where everyone's making a MMO,
so cool, right?
super deep. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Also, I'm really proud of my thumbnail that I made for it.
Okay, it's not out yet, is it?
Can I send it to you?
You can send it to me. I'm quite happy to have a look at it. This works great for the audio podcast, but
oh yeah, sure. By the way, audio podcast.
By the way, audio podcast. Cool.
My microphone's gonna go away from me for a few seconds, probably again.
It's gonna wander off. Oh yeah, that's good. That is good. Oh, I see. Yeah. Foxhole. I get it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so proud of it.
Oh, dude. Yeah. No, that works. Yeah.
Oh, I made that thumbnail and I was like, it's a work of art.
Sometimes you're just super proud of a thumbnail. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I've been doing the thing where I have to like take poses for thumbnails.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was just like making a bunch of random facial expressions and taking the photo, and my wife walks into the office. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing?" Yeah,
because I was like, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm posing for thumbnails," and she's like, I preferred when you were on Twitch because you're doing less weird shit.
I prefer Twitch now because you didn't have to do this weirdness. Yeah.
And she's also like caught off guard because I haven't done recording for videos or like taking time during out the day to make a video in a very long time. Like very, 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 very long time.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh honey, I'm gonna make a video. She's like, what?
What are you doing?
What? What do you mean? I thought you don't do that anymore. I'm like, oh, I'm back on YouTube. She's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be the response. Oh, for God's sake. I
Say
thought we
more
were past
time?
this. Jeez, yeah.
It's like, I thought you hated YouTube. Like, well,
I kind of like them
kind of
again.
better than Twitch.
Yeah, turns out Twitch was worse. Weird that.
Yeah, like, so, like, when are you gonna make the jump?
I don't. Here's the thing, right? I don't know because I'm toying with the idea. I'm like, there's no problem for me because it's not as if like Twitch was my main income or anything. So I will do. It's just more the fact I've got to get like everything set up and like figure it out. And it's been, I have streamed before on YouTube, but it's been such a long time that I'm like, I'm gonna have to go back in and look at how everything works again. And I forgot again. It didn't click in my head. I was like, oh, you have to do thumbnails, don't you? God, I've got to prepare. I've got to prepare ahead of time to do a thumbnail. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I will be. I mean, I've just passed 7,000 subscribers.
Hey!
Well done, me. Congrats, everyone. Fanfare. No, but I had this plan a while ago for this like Minecraft stream that I was going to do. It's basically just a challenge where I was going to chop a tree down for every subscriber. And I think I had this idea. I don't know whether it was at 6,000 or 5,000 subscribers. I had this idea and I like set it up. I went into Minecraft and figured out how I could get a counter on screen that would literally count when I cut a tree and stuff.
Yeah.
And because it's been such a long time since I set it up, I've now got to go back into that because I think I might do that for 7,000. So I think that might be a good first stream to be like, I'm back on YouTube and I'm going to spend 8 hours chopping trees in Minecraft. I think that's good. I think that'd be like a... So
go for it. Yeah.
once I've got a little bit of free time that I'm not working and I've got a few days spare that I can sort of get myself back into YouTube streaming and sort this Minecraft thing out, I'm going to do that, I think. And then I'll stick around. I need to sort out all the membership stuff as well because I guess, unfortunately, you don't have to sort any of that out because you're not there.
Fuck you.
No, but like I need to look at it because I've never looked at any of that stuff.
I can't wait to get to that point, really. I think
I think
was
you'll
laughing.
get there quicker than
I was laughing last night. I was realized, I'm probably going to get the hour recommendation of 4,000 way before I hit the 1,000 subs thing.
Oh, yeah, because, you got to have, yeah. Nah, it won't take you long. How many subs have you got in a minute?
713.
Dude, you'll be there in no time. What are you on about?
And then it's like, last night I had 713, right? I was, actually, before I streamed, I had 711 people subscribed to me, right?
Yeah.
End the stream, on the toilet, check my analytics. Oh, I got 2 subscribers. Woohoo! Woke up this morning, one of those motherfuckers unsubscribed.
Well, it might not be them. It might be a really, really, really old subscriber that's just suddenly remembered, I don't watch that anymore. And then
or just like deleted an account, the account got deleted automatically.
Stuff like that happens.
You bastards. Stop toying with my emotions.
I mean, I'm sure
YouTube does that regularly, right? Like, purge.
It does have little culls of subscribers. Like, no, everyone loses a couple. You know, sucks, but it makes sense. I mean, you don't want to have dead
subs,
I guess, like my channel, but
or mine. Fucking hell,
but mine's bigger and therefore more deader.
It's weird. Like the thing is, like when I was thinking about coming back to YouTube full time. There was this little thing in my head. Is like I should start a new channel.
Yeah.
And then start from fresh, and those subscribers that do subscribe are gonna be active ones, more active so than the current ones. I think that has to happen. That's probably what's gonna happen to me inevitably. I'm gonna have to make a new channel.
Really?
Because
After
either
all
I
of
go
that-
viral, and the active to non-active subs gets
Balances,
balanced out or like overcome. Because the thing with YouTube is like once they look at your channel, I say, okay, you got 700 followers, subscribers. I'm so used on Twitch terminology. So
followers,
700 subscribers, and you have a video uploaded and it has 10 views. So that means only from 700, 10 people are watching your video. And maybe from those 10 views, 8 of those are from subscribers and 2 of those from like random clicks.
Mm-hmm.
That channel is not good. We should not recommend. That's what YouTube does.
That's me right now. Yeah.
Shoots you away. So the idea by starting a new channel is you start afresh. You're like, okay, I'm going to start afresh. And then I could take those new viewers and be active with them and cultivate them. Because another YouTuber I know, SuperTuber Eddie, he had a channel with like 8,000 subscribers. He was doing great. But then he went like cold turkey for the whole 2 years or something like that. Personal reasons.
Yeah.
Came back full force with his friend and made a podcast like we're doing right now. And they just went ham with the content. And they built a following, and then they realized, oh shit, we can't thrive on this channel. We have to make a new channel. So they made a new channel, and that new channel is pulling better numbers than their previous channel.
It's a scary thing to do, though. From my perspective, because I feel like I'm in that exact situation where, subscriber-wise, it looks like, oh, nice, I have 7,000, but then I'll put a video out and it'll get 10 views. Which
that's the thing
is upsetting, because I spend time to do it, and it's
very
like
frustrating.
It sucks, but then also I'm still happy with the video. Like I think the video is a good video, so I'm okay with that. It's when it becomes from a hobby to you trying to take it more
serious.
It gets more frustrating. So I sometimes catch myself and I go, no, just enjoy what you're doing. And the numbers will come, and you know, maybe I change up my content a bit, or I try and put a bit more effort into longer
format.
More complicated videos that involve a lot more of effort for me to put in. Like this challenge video that I mentioned, like doing more stuff like that maybe will take me 2 weeks to film because it's going to take a long time, and then I have to edit it. But maybe I just do, a video every 2 weeks instead of doing 3 videos a week. I don't want to give up on what I've started. I know it's just numbers and it doesn't really matter. And if I started on a new channel, it would kind of be exactly the same. But I'm just like, I'll just carry on, soldier through, and see what happens.
Well, the thing is, like, what you could possibly, there's one thing I always thought about doing is having 2 channels in parallel. Sorry, my dyslexia showed itself there. So you take a video and you upload it to your main channel.
Yeah.
And then you upload it to a secondary channel, but cut down a little bit. Otherwise, so YouTube copy, the duplicate thing is going to catch it, right?
Yeah.
Then just basically upload it like that in simultaneously, so that one new channel has the content the same as as your old channel. So you have people on that channel still sees it, but there's people being cultivated on the new channel also. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then, like, at some point, you can see, okay, either channel A, the new one, is performing much better than the old channel.
Yeah.
Or it's exactly the same. And then you could just be like, then you could be like, at one point, you could be like, okay, it's time to jump ship from the old saily boat and go to the new boat face.
It's very weird. I don't know.
It's a lot of things you can try, but
I in a weird way, I feel sentimental about my channel more than anything.
Dude.
It's like you said, even if I was looking at it and I'd done 2 channels and I'm going, yeah, but the new one is doing better, so I should just concentrate. I'll be like, but I spent 10 years on the old one. It's like my home. Yeah. I think that's my problem of my own. It's my own personal weirdness that I should be able to get over and just follow the numbers. But yeah.
But I think with the advent of YouTube Shorts,
I think that's going to change
with YouTube streaming. I think if you were to stream and do YouTube Shorts consistently, you will be able to bring out yourself out of that muck. Dig yourself out again.
I think that's sort of my theory as well. If I had everything on there, then there's always something. That's my plan. That's my plan.
That's basically we're going to get ourselves out of this muck and dig ourselves out, and we're going to.
It happens every so often.
And I think like I said, it just takes one viral video. It just takes one viral moment. You just need, once you get that viral moment, once you get that thunder, you do not let go. Then you gotta jump on it then.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to repeat that, and hard.
Yeah, I know it's hard, but the thing is,
Take the opportunity.
just take the opportunity, because
Yeah.
I'm sure both of us have had those moments happen to us a few times.
Yeah.
And we were both like, fumble.
Yeah. It's difficult. It's a game that I don't think anybody knows the answer to.
No.
Really, it's
Not even
a-
YouTube. Not even YouTube knows the algorithm completely. They're like, I put a number 2 and a number 3 there, and now everything's different. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
They're paying me lots of money to be in this room, but I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. That's. I mean, maybe we should just do that as a job. We should go and work in YouTube and do nothing and be like, it's working well, exactly as I planned. Yeah, that's.
Is that a
that's
fire?
what we
No,
do.
that's central heating.
Yeah, that's fine. That's supposed to be doing that. I don't know what you're talking about.
But I think really the whole thing with YouTube. I think YouTube has, as someone that was walked away from YouTube in anger after the whole machinima, whole losing my partnership because of the whole machinima thing, and losing a lot of money. I lost a lot of money on YouTube, like money that I should have earned went all to some fucking dude in Los Angeles for his cocaine addiction.
Was that the channel partnership crap?
Yeah, because I was on a multi MML. What do you call it?
Oh yeah, the MCN
yeah,
multi-channel net. I was on a couple of those as well at the time. So
I joined with Machinima, and then I had I had like several viral videos with walking across the map videos, and I didn't see. I saw only the most money I earned from YouTube was like $5.
Rich
that's
boy.
I got paid out, and I was like, I'm buying Minecraft.
I'm a rich boy now.
And I recently, yesterday, I got my last paycheck from Twitch.
Oh, it's
$50.
$50.
$50, and I was like, I'm gonna buy fucks all with this.
Yeah, well.
And also the other $30 is it's gonna go to getting something fixed.
A mic stand that doesn't
yes.
want to listen to
Doesn't, like,
only your crotch.
wander away.
That's funny. It's funny. Yeah, we'll get that sorted.
Yeah, we'll get that there. I was like, last time I was streaming, I was like, like, why is my voice so quiet? Oh yeah, it's all down here on the fucking floor.
Yeah, my mic is listening to my feet, apparently. Cool. Right, well, I think that's a good place for us to end for today.
Yeah.
So hope you enjoyed, everybody. Remember that this is also an audio and a video version of the podcast. So if you want to watch the video version, then you can watch it on my YouTube channel. And if you want to listen to the audio version, it's in a bunch of places that I don't know because Raps deals with that.
Yeah.
But there's links and stuff down in the description. So
links are below.
Yeah, links as well to like all of our social network media thingies. You can catch Raps Now live on YouTube. This is different. Does that mean I have to remove the Twitch then, I guess? So.
Yeah, I had to go through my settings and my defaults and remove it. Because every time I posted a video, I was like, Twitch, I'm like, go away.
I think on the last episode of the podcast, I left it in there because I think at that point you hadn't quite definitely changed. So from now on, it'll be Raps' YouTube link, so you can catch videos and streams and all that good stuff there. So thank you everyone for coming by, and we will catch you next time.
All right, boys.
Bye!